Oh no! Alright guys, what up? So I'm here at Ashbridges Bay, just behind the skate park, which is over there. I'm here with the boy Noah. What are you saying, yo? I got the Mavic Air right here, and I'm gonna do some shots testing out the polarizer filters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys shots of how it looks like with the polarizers and without it. I don't know what I'm gonna play first, but let's get to it. When I fly the drone, I gotta set up the nice little helipad, yeah. So right now I have no ND filter on the drone. We're gonna take it up, see what that looks like, and then compare it to when I actually put the ND filter on it. Here we go. Now I'm gonna put the ND filter on it and then take it off and show you what that looks like. So right here we have the filters in this nice little box that, I mean, you can pretty much fucking do whatever you want with this and it'll survive, so good on you guys. So when we open it up, we got the 4 filters in there, and then they go in order of ND8, ND16, 32, and 64. It's almost like SD cards, yo. So ND8 is the lowest darkness, and then it just basically lowest, darker, darker, darkest, you know? So, I mean, I don't really think I have to explain that to you guys, but you fully understand that, right? What? Okay. Right now I'm gonna show you guys how to put these filters onto your Mavic Air drone, because at first you might not know how to do it, so let me explain that to you. So the Mavic Air has this little ring on the lens right there. I don't know if you could see it. Let me zoom in a little bit more. You actually have to remove that first, and then you'll see the threads to apply all the ND filters on it. So the best way I think to do it is to unfold your Mavic Air and put it upside down on your knee like that. And then what you want to do is hold the camera and the gimbal with one hand and then screw off that little filter right there with your other hand. And if it's your first time doing it, you might have to put like a rubber band around it just to get more tension, because it's really stuck on there the first time you get it. That's the easiest way to do it. And then keep the drone on your knee like that, and then you can just grab a filter, and same thing, keep it on your knee, hold the camera, and then just apply the ND filter like that, and then boom, you're ready to fly. Alright, now let's take a look at a side-by-side comparison. Here's a shot with no filter, and here's the exact same shot with the ND polarizer filters on. As you can see, the blues and the greens pop, and there's way more contrast in the image. Now the color difference isn't just from the ND filter, that's actually caused by the polarizer. The polarizer is what makes the sky more blue and makes the colors just pop in general. Now let's take a look at if the filter affects the sharpness of the image. Here we're zoomed in, and honestly I don't see any difference really, so the filters don't really affect the sharpness. Let's take a look at one more shot with the filter on. Boom, look at that contrast and those colors pop. Now how does the ND filter actually affect the motion blur? Well, let's take a look at this shot without a filter, and then this shot with a filter. Do you see that motion blur? Now when we pause those clips, you can see that without a filter the image is tack sharp, but that's not what you want for cinematic images. You want a slight motion blur to that, just so it's easier on the eyes. Take a look at this shot. When we pause it, you can see that we're in focus and sharp in the middle, but there's some motion blur around the foreground and the background. And that's kind of what you want, because when you don't have that motion blur, it sort of just looks fake and very video-ish. And it doesn't look cinematic at all. Whoa. The helipad. I fully missed it. I'm not as good of a pilot as I thought I was, yo. If I had people on board, I don't know if they'd survive, yo. Wait, what did you say, Noah?
It's a wrap, guys.
It's a wrap, yo.
Cloud just took all the light for the day.
Oh my god, we're not getting the sun back, yo. These clouds are moving this way. Like, there's no way that we're getting sunlight back now. I hope you guys like those comparison shots. Maybe this will convince you to actually invest in some Polarizer ND filters. I'll leave an Amazon link to these in the description below, and thank you Freewell for sending me these, because I mean, I didn't even know how much I needed ND filters for my drone. And also thank you for this helipad. I actually use it a lot.